here we go with your national days of the week. Starting with tomorrow, Monday, November the 3rd. Again, I have to choose and this is instantaneous. This is as close as many of you that hate improv will see. I get it. People hate improv. And this is very improvisational. All right, I got it. Monday, November the 3rd, is National Sandwich Day. I said sandwich, but you know what I mean. The question is, what is your favorite sandwich? Do you like an old fluffernutter? Are you a PB&J specialist? What about a grilled cheese? Or you get into the more exquisite sandwiches like a chicken parm or an eggplant parm? You know, when it comes to sandwiches, the world is your oyster. Fried oyster sandwich is a possibility. I am curious to, and we'll probably ask this as our question of the week this week, what is your favorite sandwich? I'm a simple man. I like simple things. You give me a little mortadella on some good bread, no accoutrements, nothing. Just a nice, thickly, a little thicker than thin. You know what I mean? A little thicker than thin slice of mortadella. Fold that in half. If you got some tomato lying around, throw a tomato in there and nothing else. You don't need mayonnaise. You don't need mustard. You don't need ketchup. You don't need nothing. Mortadella, tomato, good bread. It's the best sandwich in the world. And if you disagree with me, I don't care. I do not care. But I do care enough to ask you, what is your favorite sandwich? And that will be this week's question of the week. So you can get your answer in now during the supplemental, or you can get your answer in later when I post it as the question of the week. That's tomorrow, Monday, November the 3rd. National Sandwich Day. Moving on. Oh, Jessica likes the old you hate improv. Jessica likes a BLT. And anytime I think of a BLT, I think of a MLT from The Princess Bride. Mutton, lettuce, and tomato. Yes. Nice thin layer of mutton. It's a wonderful show. Oof, that's a rough one. I have no idea what that means. We're not doing that, so I guess we're stuck with this one. Tuesday, November 4th, is National Candy Day. I don't know why it's November the 4th. I really feel like it should be November the 1st, when all of the candy is 75% off. And I don't know when's the last time you went shopping for Halloween candy. So if you do your trick-or-treating in a rich neighborhood, they're going to give you full-size candy bars. Like, it's the golden ticket. You find out where the rich neighborhoods are, you go trick-or-treating there, you get a full-size candy bar. But for the rest of the world, the middle-class peoples of the world, you get these little tiny versions. And then, because of shrinkflation, the tiny version became tinier. So now, you need to rob people. And it's not like robbing people was. This is not something new, okay? Big kids robbed little kids of their trick-or-treat candy for decades. This is a thing that really happened. And you don't have to do any of that because a cool down period has taken place. And when it comes to Tuesday, November the 4th, National Candy Day, you could just go to, the Navy Exchange and say, hey, got any leftover candy that I could buy at an extremely discounted price? And they will say yes. Here is our extremely discounted candy. You can have it. Candy corn. Not really a thing. It never existed. It is the Mandela effect. Candy corn was never really a candy or a corn. Never existed. It's make believe. I celebrate that on Tuesday, November the 4th, National Candy Day. To the comments. The mic is absolutely perfect. Pepperoni sub with lettuce, tomato, extra cheese, and extra mayo. I'm not saying you're wrong. There's nothing wrong about that answer. Although a mutton, lettuce, and tomato is still better. Bite-sized BS, he is exclaiming. The mic over here is absolutely perfect. Why does that keep popping up? I don't know. Like every time you make a comment, it says the mic over here is absolutely perfect. Anyway. That's a good one. That's a funny one. All right, we're going to go with, yes. Wednesday, November 5th, is National Love Your Red Hair Day. Ginger! So red-haired people are really, really rare. But red hair dye is not. And there are many, many people who are not redheads who put red hair dye into their hair so that they could become redheads. I knew things were amiss when I had stated for a very long time that I don't like redheads. And someone in my life started dyeing their hair red. It was a signal, as if to say, you don't like me. And that person was correct. When I think of redheads, my favorite redhead story involves Korean baseball. Now, there are a lot of people these days who are getting into K-pop, K-soap-op, K-drama, all kinds of K things. But I went to K-baseball. My local team was the Busan Giants, and we went there and we had a blast. And if you don't know anything about K-baseball, everyone in the stands is extremely K-faced. They are wicked wasted. And we had such a blast. It was so fun. Everyone in the stands is drunk. But there were cheerleaders, which was cool, and red-headed people that would walk by. And the first time a red-headed Korean walked by me, I yelled out, "Ginger!" to no effect. And then she walked by again, and I yelled, "Ginger!" And some of the crowd started shouting "Ginger" with me. She walked by 4 or 5 times, and each time the crowd shouting "Ginger" got louder and louder and louder, until finally, when she walked by, I would yell "Ginger," and I had 60,000 people yelling "Ginger" along with me. So although red-headed people are very, very rare, people who color their hair red are not so much. Think about them on Wednesday, November the 5th, National Love Your Red Hair Day. Moving on. Hello, Senior Chief. My friend Carl, who never joins me live on Sunday mornings, is there, and that makes me happy. Because he's a cool cat, man. Moving on. All right. La 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 la. I'm going to go with this one. Thursday, November 6th, is National Nacho Day. Now, as I call it, every day, I don't understand. I don't understand why, if nachos are so amazingly delicious, why would you limit yourself to once a year? Why would you prevent all the nacho goodness from going into your mouth once a year? You should have nachos many, many times throughout the year. It should be like a holiday. Like every Sunday, there should be nachos in your life. Now, the wonderful thing about nachos is you got some warm tortillas, I don't know. You got the warm things that are crispy and crunchy, and the ingredients that you put on top of them can vary. You can have the chickens, and you can have the meats, and you can have the seafoods, and you got the cheeses and the peppers. You could just mix it up. I am in a nacho deficiency. I have not eating as much nachos as I should eat. The next time I go to the Harrisburg Comedy Zone, I'm getting the nachos. I've never gotten their nachos before, but I feel like, and this is Thursday. This is a day when I would normally be at the Comedy Zone for the open mic. I'm getting nachos. I'm getting nachos. And I want you to be happy for me. Thursday, November 6th, National Nachos Day. Looking at the comments, I see we've been joined by Mother. And, yeah. So we got Carl, we got Mother, we got James, we got Jessica. We got a good group this morning. I love it. James, the last time he was at the Comedy Zone, he actually had the nachos, and he says he liked them. Yeah, there are no good examples here. Let me tell you what I got for Friday, November the 7th. National Fountain Pen Day. National Jersey Friday. National Hug a Bear Day. And National Love Your Lawyer Day. None of those things I agree with. I will turn Jersey Friday into something. Friday, November the 7th, is National Jersey Day. I initially read that as New Jersey Day, and that's, I don't know how you celebrate. Look, my betrothed is a Jersey girl. And there's only one thing I could say when it comes to Jersey girls, considering the fact that I married one. I love me some Jersey girls. But as far as the rest of New Jersey goes, I am not a fan. I've never been a fan of Jersey. I'm a New Yorker, and everything that is awesome and wonderful is in New York, and everything that is schifo is across the river in Jersey, with the exception of my beautiful wife and her lovely family. But what if we take politics out of this? What if we take the border politics out of this and we go with just a Jersey Day? I'm curious, what jerseys do you own? So, once upon a time, somebody said something along the lines of, I never wear another man's name on my back. And that screwed me up when it came to jerseys, because all the jerseys I wore had my name on the back. And then when I wanted to support my favorite sports team, it had another man's name on it. And I didn't want to wear another man's name on my back because of this random comment that was made so many years ago about, I never wear another man's name on my back. He doesn't own me. But I broke down. Many, many years later, one of the greatest football players of all time, Bruce Smith. I got his jersey, number 78 for the Buffalo Bills. And it's one of my favorite. And B. Smith, I do wear proudly upon my back, because I got to meet Bruce many, many years later in Charleston, and he was a fantastic guy, and I love him, and I love what he did for the team. And when it came to Tecmo Bowl, there was no better player on the defense than B. Smith. So I'm curious as to what is your favorite jersey. If you own one, who do you wear? Josh Allen, number 17, deuces. Valtteri Bottas, number 11. Checo, number 77. I got a lot of favorite jerseys out there. I'm no longer hung up on the fact of having another man's name on my back. He doesn't really own me. I'm just supporting him. And that is Friday, November the 7th, National Jersey Day. Check in the comments. I say they were good. We are going to plan on going again. I have a gift card. Where is the producer coming? And Jersey Day, Camaros and Bon Jovi. That's hilarious. That smell from Newark. Hilarious. New Jersey is the chair of New England. That's so funny. Jerry Rice, he's even better at falling asleep at stoplight drunk, LOL. All right, Alex Morgan, number 13, soccer. All right, we got a lot of good comments there. I love the comments. Thank you so much. That's funny. We're going to go with this because I have an unpopular opinion. Saturday, November the 8th, is National Steam Day. Now, over there on the monitor, it says STEAM Day, National STEM Day / Steam Day. And I'm going to tell you why I have such an issue with /STEAM. All right? Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. STEM. American children are stupid, and we want to get our children smarter, so we focus them on STEM. Science, technology, shoot, I really feel like I should know more about this. Engineering and mathematics. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. If you want to move forward in society, these are the things you need to know. You need to know your sciences, your technologies, your engineerings, and your mathematics. You need to know these things. And for years, we have got away from these things because we are very artsy. That's right. Music is so important. If you don't know music, you can never learn anything. If you don't know art, you can't learn. And wrong. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. These are the things you need to know. This is STEM. This is what is important. So they came out with this whole STEM thing. Let's get American kids back into doing the things that we need them to do to advance society. Science, technology, engineering, and math. We need this. And then someone said, but what about the arts? What about the arts? It's so important we have the arts. Why aren't the arts in there? So they changed STEM to STEAM. Science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. I love my artsy people, okay? Don't get me wrong. Congratulations if you're an artsy person. I envy you. Congratulations. You're doing things. You're doing amazing things. But you're not doing science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. What you're doing is artsy things. Artsy things do not belong in STEM. Now, there are people who will tell you, like I have befriended over the years a freaking astronaut. I have an astronaut friend, mainly because we have the same breed of dog. He has two of them, I have one of them. But my astronaut friend, he plays the piano. He's an artsy guy, but he's also a STEM guy, a science, technology, engineering, mathematics guy, and a freaking astronaut. And he can play the piano. you can do in addition to other things. But the bottom line is STEM and only STEM. Screw STEAM. I'm not a fan of STEAM. If anything at all, it should be STEM. Science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and arts. In addition to, but not the thing. Not in between. Not before mathematics. And that's been T-Bone's unpopular opinion of the day for Saturday, November 8th, National STEM Day. Moving on. All right. Comments. He's even better at falling asleep. Stop like drunk. Alex Morgan, number 13. We need more room clearing and door breaching. Yes, we need more clearing and door breaching. As a former breacher, I agree completely. Finally, we'll do it. Sunday, November 9th. Coming from central Pennsylvania, it's National Scrapple Day. I live in central Pennsylvania. I've been here for 4 years now. I have never eaten Scrapple. I will use this day as the justification for finally eating Scrapple. My friend Howie loves Scrapple. He comes to Pennsylvania just to eat our Scrapple. I've never had it. I understand it's very much like Spam. And I do like some Spam. But I also heard it's not like Spam. But you get some Scrapple and you slice it and dice it and you throw it on the skillet and you warm it up nice and neat. And I'm going to try it. I'm looking forward to trying it. I always look forward to trying new things, honestly. And the fact that I've lived here for 4 years and I've never had Scrapple feels kind of like I should try harder. So I will next Sunday, prior to coming down and doing this show at 10:30, I will have Scrapple incorporated into my breakfast, as should you. On Sunday, November the 9th, National Scrapple Day.